Hello. So welcome to a speed build. Don't know why I forgot what that was called. And if you can hear a weird noise in the background, it was one of my bunnies drinking from a water bottle, but I'm going to try and cancel out the noise if I can. I'm fully aware that this build is weird. Alright, so it's basically, I can't remember which hole. You can probably see in the top corner. Wyvern, is it? I can't see it properly because it's too small on my screen. But I didn't really do very much to the outside because I kind of just generally like how the outside was. I think I just maybe changed the proportions a little bit. But I wanted to do like a kind of dorm build that was similar to what I would have where I live, other than, I know I did one the other day that was a house, and that's like the most similar to what we would have in England. But I also kind of wanted to do one that was a bit similar to what we'd have as like more dorm-like things in England. And so that's kind of like, we live in apartments generally. That's what I know most people lived in like their first year of university where I live. And like my friends from home as well. So the way it would work is that you would live in a big building and then you'd kind of have like a flat you share with like 6 people or 4 people or something. And so I kind of hybrided what I thought American dorms were like and English dorms. And I could be wrong about what American dorms are like because, again, never had that experience. But I thought I'd kind of make a little hybrid. So the floor plan, bit weird. The idea, bit weird. But I do really like how it turned out. So I think it's like an acquired taste thing. This build is like Marmite, basically, is what I'm saying. But I basically made like a build where there's like bedrooms on both halves of it. So I think there's like 3 or 4. I can't remember because I built this quite a while ago. I just haven't got around to doing the voiceover yet. Bedrooms, and what I was going to do is have like a separate living room and separate kitchen, but I thought because the way that Sims functions anyway, it didn't make that much sense to do it that way. So I've this is where the hybrid part comes in. It's like the bedrooms are like all separate and stuff, but there's like a hybrid of they share the living room and kitchen space between the whole like household. So they have their own little corridor, and like guests don't need to go through the bedroom corridor bit. They can just go straight through into the like shared bit. So yeah. And then on the right side, I put the kitchen, and on the left side, I put the kind of like living room space. Because again, I thought it'd be nice that they have like a shared communal thing. So yeah, and because obviously I could make one that was a bit more like English dorms, but I don't think it would work on this kind of penthouse lot. I think I would have to do it on like a separate build like I did last time. I'm trying to remember exactly what I did, but I think I made them quite generic because I think I wanted to have it so that it was just kind of like a new dorm, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think I really thought about who lived in this one, whereas the last one I kind of assigned the rooms to certain people, if that makes sense. But I tried to fit in as much furniture as I could into the small spaces. Again, typically in English dorms and like accommodation, I would say, we don't really call them dorms, or at least where the people I know don't. But typically we would have single bedrooms. So again, this is where another hybrid part came in. I did make like shared bedrooms. I think I put single and shared bedrooms, but I could be wrong. I might have just made... I'm trying to remember. I know there's at least 2 shared rooms. I don't remember. I think there might have been a 3rd single room. Yeah, and I think if I remember correctly, I gave them like... So each set of bedrooms also has a bathroom and a washroom, you know, like laundry room. Not a washroom, that's like another word for a bathroom. Yeah, and I just kind of like the idea of having like communal laundry areas. When I think of kind of like university life, I kind of think of these areas where you end up gathering in a place, and so that's what I was trying to emulate. And I tried to keep the furniture quite matching between like each room, but also give them like different designs if I could, you know, if they had different colour beddings and stuff, which I think this pack was quite good for giving different swatches for like the same woods, if that makes sense. And I think that's a problem I've had with a lot of other furniture in the game. I haven't play tested it. I probably should go in and play test it, but I just haven't got around to it yet. I was thinking of play testing it with my Discover University LP. This is the build that I was talking about that I keep meaning to put her into, because I think it is the building she actually lives in, but I would just need to like free build this into it. But I just keep forgetting, honestly. And then it just feels weird because I've already assigned like the rooms, and I'm not sure if I changed how many bedrooms there were. Oh, actually, yeah, tell a lie. I think there's 8 in there. Yeah, I think there's like 2 and 2. And I think, do I add, I'm just trying to think. I know I had a laundry room. Yeah, laundry room on both sides. And then, yeah, bathroom. I don't think there is another bedroom, you know. I could be wrong because my memory doesn't serve me very well. But I think I was going for kind of like one that was a bit more budget, where it was like, oh yeah, you share a room. And then I was thinking of doing the other like halls as more like luxurious. I mean, not really luxurious, but like, because I'm not sure any halls are really luxurious, but I was thinking that would be more like single rooms. I think that's what I was going for. We'll find out, because I can't remember. As I said, I literally filmed this about, what are we? We're like the second week of January now? No, first week. I don't know. I just have lost track of time because I just have been at home and I just don't know what the time is anymore. I just feel like everyone's a bit like that after Christmas anyway. But yeah, I think I am... yeah. See, I'm just like stuttering over my words really bad at the moment. It's because I've not been used to recording. So I think I literally filmed this right before my birthday. So that would have been like the 18th of December. And it has been at least about 3 weeks now. So again, quite a while ago. So my memory is not good enough for that. I did like shared bathrooms. I think in the more like luxurious ones, I might do like en suites, or at least like shared between like 2 Sims, as opposed like Jack and Jill bathrooms. I also really like that word, like Jack and Jill bathroom. I think it's really funny. I know it's not one word, but I can't think of what to say. I think I was quite happy with how long this one turned out, because it seemed like it was going, because I was looking at the footage and obviously I couldn't remember how long I actually spent on it, and usually I spend hours and hours and hours, and the footage like time stamped, and it looked like it took me about 4 hours, but I think it actually only took me like 2 max kind of thing. And so by the time I edited it down, it's quite short, but that is a good thing, because that means I am improving in how slow I am building. So hopefully I can continue that trend, but I think it's just because I didn't personalise the rooms. Ah, see, I did put in 1 single room, but it's a small room. I knew I did. I say I knew I did. I didn't know I did, but I thought I did. Yeah, so there is 10 bed. So I think it's the maximum amount, isn't it? I think you can have 10 Sims, including yours. So yep, there's options for whichever room you want to stay in, and I kind of like that. And so maybe this wasn't, I don't know, I can't remember how many other rooms there are, but maybe I'm not decided if I want to do like more single rooms in the other one, or maybe even more shared rooms. I just kind of wish we had bunk beds. I know I don't think you really have bunk beds in dorms. Some places might do, but I don't know. It seems a bit invasive, but yeah, I don't know. I think it would work quite well for like cramming a load of Sims into one room. I'm thinking like a hostel vibe. Yeah, so I made like an actual kind of kitchen, and I really like it. I mean, I can include a stove. I think there's a mod that allows you to include stoves. So if you wanted to add a stove in, you can do that. I just kind of kept it to what the game requirements actually are, and I just put in like table and made it like as much of a kitchen as I could, where it's like, so there's no many fridges in the room, partly because they're small and partly because I like the idea that they would come and sit here. And then I only put in 8 chairs, but I thought it's very unrealistic that everyone in the house would come and eat at the same time. And then I also put down like dining tables for some computers to go on, so then there's also places for people to sit there, like if they were doing work or eating at the same time, or just doing work. I don't know. I just, again, it's not realistic really that on most occasions you would have 10 Sims sitting and having dinner at the same time in uni accommodation. Even if they're all friends, it might be like a one-off thing every like couple of months. It's just unlikely that everyone's free at the same time to eat all the same meals. and would actually want to do that and would all be friends. I feel like that's very unlikely, but yeah. And then I just made like a nice little living room, just a nice little communal space for them to hang out in and to have guests around as well. And so while I do think this has the weirdest floor plan of anything that I have ever done, probably, it's not even that weird, but I think it's just not very traditional for like a dorm. I do really like how it turned out, and I do really want to play in it. So I don't think I even put any laptops in, because I think or I might have put like 1 or 2 in, I can't remember. But I think I really just left it open to like customization and moving your own Sims in and stuff, and like, so it was basically just like a base dorm, like the ones that the Sims put in as standard. And I used quite cheap lights, I think, because I'm trying to remember to replace the spotlights, because I just keep leaving them everywhere. It's a nightmare, because I always put them in because they're really good for lighting, and I forget to replace them. And I think I just put like a wheelie bin outside. But pretty much, I think we're done now. And I hope you enjoyed this video and you liked the build, and I will see you next time. Bye.